Doraemon sprayed the floor with a special faucet and the ground instantly puffed up into a giant blob of jelly like water. It was actually an indoor swimming pool that let you practice swimming at home. Nobita was extremely excited. He took off his clothes and jumped right in, but instead of floating, he was bounced out like a rubber ball. That's when Doraemon realized he had forgotten to apply the anti-bounce lotion. After applying it, Nobita jumped back in. Finally, he was able to float comfortably, just like in a real pool. Though the room was small, the water moved with him as he swam, and there were no waves, so there was no risk of drowning. Seeing Nobita swim so well, Doraemon decided to step out for a bit. Nobita became bolder and swam straight out of the room, but when he reached the stairs, he slipped and fell from the second floor, bouncing several times on the floor, then crashing through a door and into the living room. Thanks to the protective water pool, he wasn't hurt at all. In fact, he even kept swimming while eating some dorayaki. To show off his professional skills to Shizuka, he threw the float ring far away, trying to swim on his own, but when he started to sink, he panicked. He tried to swim back and grab the float ring, only to find himself trapped in the water, unable to break free. With all his might, he finally grabbed the float ring but slipped and fell down the stairs again. To make matters worse, the float ring started to deflate. After being in the water for so long, his body was freezing, and he nearly choked when bending over. The more he tried to swim toward the exit, the deeper he sank. Just then, Shizuka arrived. She heard Nobita's cries coming from inside, and rushed in, shocked by what she saw. Nobita was crying uncontrollably. She pulled with all her strength. The harder she pulled, the more it hurt him. With no choice, she called for help. John grabbed Nobita's hand, while Sunio and Shizuka pressed down on the water block. But the harder they pulled, the stronger the rebound force became. Nobita screamed in pain. At that moment, Doraemon finally returned home. Hearing the screams, he rushed over, pulled out a faucet, and sucked the entire indoor pool back into his pocket. Nobita was finally free.